Bludgeoned to death. That's how 52-year-old Pamela Vitale, wife of high-powered defense attorney Daniel Horowitz, was found after being brutally murdered inside her home in 2005. Now her case is the focus of Oxygen's premiere episode of Injustice with Nancy Grace. In her new series, Nancy dives deep to expose botched investigations, suppressed evidence, and questionable motives, all in a relentless hunt for justice. And for Nancy, Pamela's case is very personal.
Wrongful accusations.
I don't care what they said.
Sentences that don't fit the crime. Victims' cries for help ignored. Many cases may have been resolved in courts, but not resolved in my mind.
The first case we tackle nearly tore me apart because a very, very dear friend of mine, wife was murdered, and then he ended up the prime suspect in her murder.
I walked up to the house. I saw bloody hand marks on the front door.
In 2005, celebrity defense attorney Daniel Horowitz discovered his wife, Pamela Vitale, had been brutally murdered inside the mobile home they shared while building their dream estate outside San Francisco.
His fingerprints were everywhere. It was his home. No sex assault, no robbery. It absolutely appeared to be a crime of passion, a bludgeoning death, 39 blows, and then horrible, horrible things were done to Pamela's body.
The high-profile attorney, who had been a regular guest on Nancy's earlier court shows, was reportedly put in the back of a squad car and taken in for questioning.
Police told me they were set to arrest Dan, and I could not reconcile it in my own mind. How could he be her killer? He divulged to me information, I will never forget it, because what he told me I felt was very, very incriminating. But I just couldn't believe that my friend would have anything to do with a murder.
As the investigation into Pamela's gruesome murder deepened, investigators set their sights on another possible suspect.
Joe Lynch was a guy who paid rent to live on Pam and Dan's property. Pam and Dan had petitioned for a restraining order, citing that Joe Lynch had done things to threaten Pamela. They were concerned about her safety.
Not even Nancy could predict where the evidence would eventually lead or where the truth would finally be found.
I mean, the twists and the turns in this case, the title Injustice fits this case perfectly.
To find out how the investigation into Pamela Vitale's chilling murder case concludes, tune in to tomorrow to see the season premiere of Oxygen's new series, Injustice with Nancy Grace, at 6 p.m., 5 Central.